Hello YouTube, this is Biggamer11.
And Xcat.
I'm here to show you Skype's VoIP, which is voice over IP. And what it's used for mainly is for voice chatting. Although it has video chatting and texting. But let's go over one by one with Xcat. So Xcat, what do you think about VoIP?
Well, what I like about VoIP is that you can talk to your friend from a distance in Skype. MSN, however, requires you to put your mouth right into your microphone just to enable your friend to hear you. One note everyone must take. Skype's voice chat sautés that it owns MSN's VoIP.
Okay, and what do you think about the video?
The video chat is just right. The quality varies on the internet speed and the webcam. Moreover, the screen share is a useful tool. For example, if you have to walk someone through a program, he or she can share his screen share tool, or share his screen, thus not requiring him to tell his assistant every single detail he sees. MSN doesn't necessarily have a screen share tool, but it does have pretty good quality for video chat. It's just about the same as Skype, but you don't have to voice chat when on the webcam. You can choose to have only type chatting active when performing such an action. Over.
Okay, Xcat. What do you think about the texting itself?
MSN has better texting than does Skype. You can change your font face and color, whereas Skype has a different texting style. You may not be able to change fonts in Skype, but it can edit your text. For instance, say I misspelled typing. Okay, oops, I misspelled typing. So if I press the up key, it allows me to change my post. So now you'll see type, or typing. I meant to spell typing. And MSN doesn't have this advantage over Skype.
Okay, and isn't there one more feature that you need to cover about the removing?
No, I do not believe so. Oh, and yeah, you can remove your text. Like, if you right-click on your message, it'll show up with edit message, remove bookmark here. So if I press remove message, it removes it.
Okay, and what do you think about these software extras like games and that?
Personally, I don't want to be negative, but I don't trust the gaming stuff on Skype yet. But I do trust MSN's games.
And may I point out that MSN has its own games and Skype has developers creating games for it. So
yeah, MSN does kind of, I guess, have better games than Skype, but I don't know for sure because I haven't played any games on Skype yet. Over.
What about the customizations aspect of Skype versus MSN?
Yeah, well, that's a good question. On MSN, you can't really change your language. You have to really download, for example, a Spanish version of MSN to get it to change. Skype, you can just download all the languages on there, and you can just change Skype to any language you want. Plus, MSN doesn't have a test call. I don't know if this is really it doesn't have a test call, whereas Skype does. So therefore, you can't really, you know what I'm talking about. MSN, you can actually test to see if your mic is working, but not MSN.
Now that's okay. Okay, YouTube, I'm going to go over the options with Xcat. Under General, we have General Settings, Audio Settings, Sound Settings, Video Settings, Skype Access, Privacy. Under Privacy, Skype Privacy Settings, Block Contacts. Under Notifications are like the request when somebody sends you a file or somebody comes online. Now, Xcat, do you want to go into more detail about that?
Well, the notifications are actually a little bit more advanced than MSN because, although not by default, Skype actually tells you who goes offline and who comes online, whereas MSN only tells you who signs on. And you can also choose your sound effect for the pop-ups, and MSN has the same feature in it.
Okay, also under notifications, we have alerts and messages, sounds, which are sounds like ringtones, dial tones, busy signals, etc. Calls are just basic. Call forwarding and voicemail you have to subscribe to. And Xcat, would you ever use one of those?
Would I use a voicemail? Yes, actually I would. MSN doesn't have any voicemail though, but that's why I would use Skype's. Over.
Okay, and under calls, we also have video settings. Under IM and SMS, we have IM settings, IM appearances, SMS settings, and under advanced. Okay, and what is your overall rating for Skype and MSN?
Well, for MSN, I'd have to give it an 8 of 10. Skype, I'd give it an 8.5 of 10.
Well, personally, I would give MSN a 6, and I would give Skype a 9. Just because I think it's a lot better with doing these videos than MSN. So, and this wraps up the tutorial. If you check out my other videos and go check out Xcat's channel if you get a chance. His username is Xcat2, and I'll put a link in the description. Is there anything that you want to say, Xcat?
No, not that I can think of.
Okay, so that wraps up for the tutorial. And wish you a merry day.
A merry day.